this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I'm sharing this cute little treat box. Actually, it could be a small gift box. It measures 3 by 3 by 2, so it's a really good size box, but I'm really happy how it turned out. It's super cute. I was just playing with my Framelits, and this box was the one that I came up with, and I thought it was super cute. I just love these little scalloped edges on it. But wouldn't it be cute for Mother's Day? Or you can even use it for like a baby shower. It'd be cute in the pink and blue. You can do the pool party, and this one is done in powder pink. And the next one I'm going to use Blushing Bride because I ran out of my powder pink 12 by 12s. So you do need a 12 by 12 for this. So let's go ahead and get started. So you are going to need a piece that is 12 by 11. And this, like I said, is Blushing Bride. You'll need a scrap of Whisper White, a scrap of Blushing Bride. And then to mat this, you are going to need 4 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then these are 1 inch, and I forgot to write down how wide it was, by 2 inches. So it's 1 by 2. So you need 2 of those. Alright, so let's get started. And I'm going to use my Simply Scored this time. Oh, the stamp set I'm using is this Mother's Flair. And I'm using Life is Beautiful Because of You. So I am calling it the Life is Beautiful box. So I thought I love this stamp set. And then you're going to need layering ovals and layering circles. And these are the ovals. I'm going to use the largest of the scallop one for this project. Alright, so let's get the Simply Scored out here. I just thought it would be easier, and I need to start using this more. I really like the Simply Scored. I just don't use it enough. So on the 12-inch side, we're going to score it at 2.5. So 2.5, 4.5, 7.5, and 9.5. And then we're going to turn it to the 11-inch side, and we're going to score it at 2, 4, 7, and 9. And that's it for the scoring, and that is a lot of little squares, and it looks like it is going to be really difficult, but it is not at all. Alright, so this, I got to make sure I have the 12-inch side. This part is really important because the 12-inch side's the side you're going to use your scallop on, so you want to make sure you have the 12-inch side this way. So when we're going to start cutting it, we are going to cut these 2 ends right here off, these 2 big squares. Keep all your scrap because you can use them, especially you can use one of the little squares for your little circle for your sentiment. So we're cutting that off, and I'm going to do one side and then the other side. So what we're going to do next is you are going to cut like a 1/2 inch in from the second score mark here. So cut in about a 1/2 inch. And then we're going to cut all the way down here. And you are going to create your glue tab right here. I'm going to cut a little piece out here and here. So that's our first one. Now we're going to come down here, and we're going to cut these 2 off right here. Those 2 ends right there. And then we are going to cut in from this second one. And I don't know, I may have cut it almost 1 inch. It doesn't have to be. You can do, and then we're going to cut all the way down here. You can make them as wide as you want, actually. it's going to be on the inside of the box. Then I'm going to cut in here and here. So it's going to look just like that. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. I'm going to cut these two squares off right here. I'm going to cut in here. And that's like a 1/2 inch or so from that score mark there. And then we're going to cut these all the way down to that second score mark, because you're releasing this for your tab. Cut in here, here, and then we're going to do the same on this. Cut these two end ones off. And then we're going to cut in here. I'm trying to make them about the same. And then cut these off right here. Okay, so that is it. That's how it's going to look, just like that. Remember to keep your 12-inch side this way. We're going to cut out of these two right here. We are not going to cut out of the side where our little tabs are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the big shot up here. And I'm going to use the magnetic platform and a base plate. I'm going to put this on here with my scalloped oval. We're going to put that right to the edge there. And there's a score mark right here. Now we're going to put our other plate in here, and we're going to line the edge up with that score mark. And then we're going to send this through the big shot. You don't have to send it all the way through, just to that part right there. Oops, I got a little bit off, so let me make sure it cut all the way. I'm going to go ahead and run it through really quickly again. I think last time I folded these up so I could go a little further. Yeah. So make sure you have enough to go all the way through. Okay, so it's going to cut it just like that. You're going to use your little snips and cut from there and there. And there's your little scallop. We're going to do the exact same thing on here. Let me show you that again. So line up your scallop. Make sure it's even on both sides. Line it up to the edge. Put your other plate in and line it up with the edge of that score mark right there. And then we're going to fold these up to make sure we can get it all the way through. And you'll hear when it's gone through. And then you can just pull that out. And it's not going to cut all the way through there. Again, we're going to take our little snips and clip that end there. And this one right here. And this one. And we have both of our scalloped ends. See, that's not very difficult, is it? Alright, let's scoot this out of the way. And I'll just have to bring it up one more time for my... Now you can go ahead and mat this right now if you want, but I think it's easier to do this box after. I'm going to... Let's sharpen the score marks before we add the adhesive. It's a box after all. Oh, I didn't forget. I forgot one thing. Let me take this, and these little scallops need to be scored at 1 inch. So what you want to do is line this edge of the scallop right to the 1 inch mark and then just score there. And we're going to do the same on this side. Going to line it up to that score mark right there and then just score it. Okay, when I started folding it up, it reminded me. Okay. So the main part you need to remember is that the scallops are cut on the 12-inch mark. So this one is going to be folded that way. So we're going to fold these like that. And this one folds down and this one folds up, just like that, because these are going to meet in the center. Okay, let's go ahead and add our, use fast fuse or your tear and tape, because you want the box to stay together. Or you can use Tombow if you have the patience to wait for it, but since it's a video, I'm going to use the fast fuse. Then we're going to just line these up. Make sure you line them up good so your box is nice and square. Okay, so these flaps are going to fold in, and that's going to cover whatever you have inside. These two are going to meet in the center. I'm going to line up my little scallops. I'm going to grab my hole punch here. Let's see. I used the larger one for this. And I'm going to punch this. I think I want to move it a little bit down further. I'm trying to make sure it's centered. And then I'm going to grab my blushing, let's see, is this Blushing Bride? Yeah, it's Blushing Bride, and this is our stitched ribbon. I think that's what they call it. Satin, stitched satin ribbon. And we're going to tie a bow. My hands are cold, and I think that's why I'm fumbling with them. Yesterday it was in the 70s here. Today it's like really cold. It's like 40 right now, and it's supposed to keep dropping. This weather has been crazy. Okay, so there's our little bow. Now let's go ahead and add our designer series paper. And the designer series paper that I'm using, I forgot to tell you which one it was. It's the Whole Lot of Lovely, and it is a whole lot of lovely. It's so perfect. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with these peaches. I love this paper. But both sides is really pretty on this. And look at this black, how stunning that is. So that's what I used for this. The other side of this is a real pretty leaf pattern. But that is what I'm using. And I'll get all my little pieces here and some snail. And the two small pieces are going to go on the top right here. And then all these four will go around the sides. I know I do love using the snail. I don't want my thing to fall apart, so I use a lot of adhesive. There's nothing worse than when you give a box and it's falling apart when you give it. All the boxes I've been making lately, I've been donating to my mom's nursing home. They love the little boxes, and I put a lot of little treats in there, like chocolates and stuff for them, and sometimes they put jewelry, little jewelry pieces for them. They really get a big kick out of it. So, okay, so it is all matted. Isn't that cute? I love this paper too. It's really pretty. So let's grab our Whisper White piece. This piece I'm going to need to run through the Big Shot again, because I forgot I should have done that when I was up here. But I'm going to use my Blushing Bride and my Life is Beautiful. And then I'm going to punch that one out with the 1 3/8 inch hole punch. I'm so happy to have all these punches back. So that's the 1 3/8. And then I'm going to just grab the Big Shot really quickly and run through the this little piece of Blushing Bride. Actually, I'm going to not waste that piece. I'm going to just use one of those scraps that I have. And we're going to send this through for our little matte piece. I don't know what I would do without the Big Shot. I love it. And if you ever have to make an investment, that is the investment I would make. Because you just can't live without the Big Shot. Not in my opinion. Alright, we're going to add some adhesive to the back of this. Attach it right here. I'm going to use my smaller hole punch. I'm going to punch a hole in that. This is like the 1/8 inch hole punch. I am going to put one of my little enamel shapes on here. I'm going to use the heart. We're going to put it right there. This is the perfect, I don't know if you've seen anybody use this, but this is a perfect size container for these little enamel dots and stuff. I love it for that. I'm going to use some of my white baker's twine. And we're going to attach this to the box. Now I'm going to cut a little bit of a piece off and see. My hands are so cold today. I'm just going to use my little tweezers and I'm going to put it underneath the ribbon right here and grab my little tag so I can grab the baker's twine and bring it through underneath that. And then I'm just going to tie a knot. And then you can hide the knot underneath your little piece of ribbon. You can even put a little glue dot under there. And then you can just turn your knot around. See if I can grab it with these. There you go. Just like that. It's super cute. I really like this box. I'm really, really pleased that the way it turned out. It's really cute. And this one's the Blushing Bride, so see, you can't really tell much difference. And this is the powder pink, so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop right from my blog. And don't forget, Celebration is still going on. We're having some new freebies that are going to be coming up. And let's see, today's probably going to share this on Sunday. No, they won't be available yet. But we got some new freebies that they're going to add to the freebies that we already have for Celebration. So check out my blog here, and I'll post those when they're available. So everyone, have a blessed day, and I will catch you in the next one. I'll see you later. Bye.